So as I'm sure you guys know, a little bit more than a week ago, MrBeast released an AI thumbnail generator that was not well received by the YouTube community at all. Basically, it was a part of his app called viewstats, and you could just generate a thumbnail about anything you want, and you could even swap your face with somebody else's face on their own thumbnail. So MrBeast got a lot of backlash from it from the community. He actually reached out to some people in the community, including myself. He sent me a personal DM, which I'm still baffled about, by the way. But yeah, he actually said he's going to get rid of the AI thumbnail generator. He missed the mark. So when MrBeast made his video talking about it, saying he missed the mark and he's going to get rid of it, he's actually quote retweeted by this person named Richard, the YouTube strategist, where they said, if you still want an AI thumbnail generator, use code MrBeast for 70% off for the first month on 1 of 10. And they are showing off, I guess, their own thumbnail generator tool. So MrBeast replied to this and said, that's rude. So I'll reply to boost this dickhead to my audience. Everyone who got mad at me for having an AI thumbnail tool, why don't you go after 1 out of 10 for stealing jobs? Wow. So he pretty much just directly calls out this dude and is like, yeah, everybody who got mad at me for making an AI thumbnail tool, why aren't you guys getting mad at this guy? Here, I am giving you the avenue to get mad at this guy. Before I give my opinion on this, Richard actually replied to MrBeast. So MrBeast just called me a dickhead. That's just needlessly aggressive and disrespectful, especially when you've never talked to me. Over the past year, viewstats have been mirroring a lot of what we've built at 1 of 10. They put their outlier score in the Chrome extension right where we have ours, used a similar color scheme, matched our outlier and filter design, added a quote similar topic feature, and even with the thumbnail generator, they went with the same price, the same credit system, and the exact 18 credits per generation, a number we came up with randomly. The list goes on. So right off the bat, he's essentially accusing MrBeast and his app viewstats for ripping off this guy's app 1 of 10. Pretty interesting. That's just how it is in SaaS. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that means. We never complain, we just keep innovating and ship. Now, calling me a dickhead just plain sucks, man. Like, I worked for you for a year. Okay, another bombshell. So this is a former MrBeast employee here. I actually respect you and @Chucky, who is apparently the co-founder of viewstats, for what you have done on YouTube and actually never said anything bad about viewstats. I used the MrBeast coupon code because I saw, quote, retweeting you with this tool and blowing up to now 1 million views. So I figured it would make sense to try to funnel to 1 of 10 as well. Reminder, we are tiny compared to you guys. I have a small audience and that tweet had, what, 5,000 views? I did not think that it was disrespectful at the time and maybe could have used a different code, but I genuinely didn't think much of it except a quick tweet to my small audience of 14,700 followers. I'm just going to stop you right there. Whether or not we want to argue if it was smart or not, I mean, that did seem like a pretty smart move. It generated a lot of traffic towards your website. It was disrespectful. I mean, I feel like he's kind of being disingenuous here by saying that. I'm not sure if it was disrespectful. Let's be objective here. Whether you like MrBeast or not, I mean, he's done a lot of questionable stuff in the past, but he made a tweet where he was talking about the fact that he missed the mark by making that AI thumbnail tool, and you use that as an opportunity to promote your own AI thumbnail generator using the code MrBeast. I mean, come on, it was disrespectful. You were taking advantage of the situation. Let's just call it like it is. Do you even realize how much of a gap you have? Now, this is a part where I agree with. I feel like MrBeast shouldn't have really gone after this guy because honestly, I didn't even know about 1 of 10. I didn't even know that there was another AI thumbnail generator tool that was made by a former MrBeast employee. The only reason we all know that now is because MrBeast kind of gave this guy the time of the day and he just put him on the spotlight. And, you know, he did it in a way where almost like he was trying to direct hate to him, because I understand what MrBeast says in his frustration about how come everyone dogpiles on me for making an AI thumbnail generator tool, but not this guy. Well, one, I'm pretty sure most people didn't even know about this guy or his tool. And two, obviously you're going to always be under more scrutiny because you are the #1 YouTuber on the platform. So everything you do is going to be under much more of a magnifying glass than other, you know, random creators on the internet. But he says, I have now removed the coupon code. You could have just asked instead of calling someone you don't know publicly a dickhead and, like you said, boosting it for your audience of 30 million followers to see. So now I'm a little bit confused. He said, you could have just asked instead of calling someone you don't know publicly a dickhead? I thought you just said you worked for him for a year. Am I misunderstanding here? So you worked for MrBeast for a year, but now you're saying that he doesn't know you? Maybe I'm misunderstanding there, but that part confused me. But anyways, like you said, boosting it to your audience of 30 million followers to see, like what? Attacking me personally is not the way. And to your statement, why don't you go after 1 of 10 for stealing your jobs? If you read the comments under your reply, you'll see most creators actually want that. It makes their lives easier. Thumbnail thumbnail designers also want that. It makes their life easier. What will be removed from the market are low quality thumbnail designers that take 5 days to respond and need 10 revisions. Good thumbnail designers are here to stay and are already using AI tools. I actually don't think you should have removed the thumbnail generator, even if that meant more competition for us. I know how Chucky and the team must have worked hard on it, and I thought it was actually a big plus to the community. I hate drama and toxicity, but I get it. Part of your marketing is trashing on competitors, like Hershey's is trash or Lunchables is unhealthy, but 1 out of 10 is not like that. We both have the same mission to help creators. Hopefully you guys can innovate your ways, and we will innovate in our ways, and it's a net positive for all the creator community. If you want to know if I'm actually a dickhead, then I invite you to come on the 1 of 10 podcast to discuss. See, now, once again, this is another opportunity for you trying to use this whole situation to direct traffic to your own stuff. But yeah, our visions are more aligned than you might expect. Spoiler, I'm not a dickhead. P.S. I'm pretty sure I can beat you at Dune Imperium. Okay, at least he, ended it with a little bit of a lighter note. All right, so just a few things here from top to bottom, right? I understand that MrBeast is a human being, and I understand that this might put us in, hopefully not bad terms because, he DM'd me personally, so I guess he actually does watch my videos every now and then. But I'm always going to be honest and give my honest opinion. This was a bad move, right? As a huge content creator, as a huge influencer, to direct hatred towards somebody and have your whole audience and you're just trying to get them all to essentially attack this person. Why don't you go after this person for stealing jobs? I mean, remember, right? If I go and do something stupid right now, let's just use the AI thumbnail generator tool, for example. Let's say me, Deep Humor, I go and make that AI thumbnail generator tool. Am I going to get criticism for it? Of course, right? But is it going to be on a global scale where everybody is going to be going after me? No. You know why? Because I'm a nobody. I only have 126K subscribers and I only get 10,000 or 20,000 something views a video. Nothing crazy. I don't have that big of a platform on the website, meaning that everything that I do will never be under the same type of scrutiny and criticism as everything that you do. So I understand that it isn't necessarily fair that everything you do gets hyper criticized and everything that myself that I do or that this person does isn't going to get that same level of criticism. However, that comes with the territory of being a bigger content creator. The bigger content creator you are, the more criticism you're going to get and the more every single decision that you make is going to get hyper analyzed. I understand that he's frustrated that, he made an AI thumbnail tool and he got shit on it for it. And it seems like this other guy who's doing it isn't getting shit on it for it. But, like I was saying earlier, I feel like a lot of us didn't even know about this guy or his tool or anything like that, right? I think in this type of situation, the best thing to have done would have been to ignore this. Now, in terms of the Richard guy, right? Again, I don't know him at all. I don't know, what he's done on the platform or whatever. But like I said, hopefully this doesn't put me at odds with anyone, but I'm just gonna always give my honest opinion. He keeps harping on the dickhead comment, and yeah, that wasn't, very nice for MrBeast to say. I just don't really agree with what he said over here about, oh, I don't think that what I did was disrespectful or whatever. I mean, dude, like I said, MrBeast made a short video saying, yeah, guys, we missed the mark. I'm gonna get rid of the AI thumbnail generated tool, and I'll try to do better. And he actually even talked about how he has artists on his website now that he's going to try to funnel people to so they can get commission for their art. And then you quote retweeted it and promoted your own stuff. I mean, dude, that is disrespectful. I mean, let's just be real here. I would rather this guy own it than for him to be like, oh, I didn't understand how that would be disrespectful. Are you serious, bro? Come on. And you even use MrBeast's name as a code. I mean, you're taking advantage of the situation. Just be honest. But yeah, this kind of goes to a broader topic that I've talked about before, which is how YouTubers handle hate and criticism on their time as being the top big dogs of the platform, right? So obviously, let's use MrBeast for an example, right? MrBeast will get criticism if he breathes the wrong way, if he wears the wrong colored shirt. He's always going to be under that level of scrutiny because of his position on the website being the #1 YouTuber, right? Now, in terms of this AI thumbnail generated tool situation, I feel like a lot of that criticism was warranted, right? Because I don't think it's right for the biggest YouTuber in the platform to be promoting AI generated stuff. He should be trying to promote actual artwork so that YouTube keeps its authenticity and so it doesn't turn into AI YouTube, right? That's just my opinion, right? Now, in terms of him giving this smaller content creator even the time of day and directing his whole audience to essentially attack that guy, that's the type of stuff that I feel like, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure MrBeast has a PR team and stuff like that, but that's the type of stuff that should have went through them and been like, yeah, I don't think this would be a good idea. Because again, MrBeast's question was, how come I got all this shit for this AI thumbnail generator tool, but then this 1 of 10 guy didn't get any shit for it? Because nobody even knew that guy. No offense to that guy, right? I'm not trying to act like I'm relevant. Nobody knows me either, right? But nobody knew that guy or what he's done his AI thumbnail generator tool, especially not in comparison to you, MrBeast. I mean, we all know what you do because you're the #1 YouTuber in the world, right? But you gave that guy the time of day, and now you have given him the opportunity to essentially beef with you and create more views and more relevancy to not only his tool, but his YouTube channel. I mean, he literally started off by promoting his own stuff, and then he ends his tweet response to you like, yeah, you should just come on my podcast so we can talk about it. Obviously, he wants you to come on his podcast because he knows that would do numbers, right? So I don't know. I feel like MrBeast is obviously a super smart guy, and he knows how to, navigate through YouTube, but sometimes in terms of how he deals with like other content creators in terms of issues, I feel like he lets people kind of like manipulate him a little bit, because I feel like that dude kind of just like took a W over MrBeast. Like, he got MrBeast to reply to him, he's engineered this beef with him, and now everybody knows about 1 of 10. Now everybody knows about that dude's podcast. It's going to be very beneficial for him overall. So let me know what you guys think about the situation in the comments. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. See ya.